Roots of a quadratic equation by factorization. So in this we learn how to find the roots of a quadratic equation by factorization or by splitting the middle term. The concept of splitting the middle term we have learned also in class 9. So let us recall that method. So first of all, you all know what is the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation in standard form is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. What is a here? Is the coefficient of x square. Then to find the roots by the method of splitting the middle term, certain steps have to be followed. So in that, the first step is you have to write the given quadratic equation in standard form. So it should be in standard form. That means it should be of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, this form. In this one, suppose you can see here, first term should be always the term contains x square, second term should be x term, and third term should be the constant one, and on the right hand side it should be 0. If not, this is not the case, then you have to rewrite in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then the next step which you have to follow is that you have to multiply a and c. So what are a and c in this one? A is the coefficient of x square and c is the constant. So multiply these two, a and c. So whatever product you are getting AC, you have to write that product as a factor of two numbers, b1 and b2. So AC will write as AC equal to b1 into b2, such that b should be equal to b1 plus b2. Then next step which we'll do is we'll rewrite bx as b1x plus b2x. Then the fourth step will group like terms and solve it. So it's not difficult at all. But out of all these steps, the most important one is the first and second step. That is, you have to write first of all in standard form, and the second one, this step, AC equal to b1 into b2. That is, you have to write the product of AC as product of two numbers b1 and b2 such that their sum is equal to the coefficient of the middle term, that is b. Let us learn this concept with the help of an example. So here we are having an example. Find the roots of 2x square minus 12 equal to 5x by factorization. So here what we'll do is this, the equation given to us, the quadratic equation given to us is not in standard form. So first of all we'll write in standard form. That means x square should come first, then x term, and then the constant. And also on the right hand side there should be the element 0. So let us do this one. So we are having 2x square minus 12 equal to 5x. Now next step, what we'll do is we'll transfer 2x square from the, we'll transfer 5x from the right hand side to the left hand side. So this 5x will go, 5x is here, you can see that 5x is on the right hand side, so we'll transfer it to the left side. So this way we'll transfer it here. Now, so on transferring it, let's transfer this one here. So we'll write the same thing here, 2x square minus 12 equal to 5x. Now this 5x will bring this side, so it will become minus 5x, and this side will become equal to 0. So this is what we'll get, 2x square minus 12 minus 5x. Still this is not in standard form. So because as I told you that first of all x square should come, then x term should be there, and then a constant term. So we'll have to rearrange it. So this should be 2x square minus, some of the students they are writing like this, 2x square minus 12 minus 5x plus 0, and definitely in that case the answer will not be correct because you have to write in standard form, and in standard form always x square is coming first, then x term, and then the constant term. So minus 5x is minus 12. So now this is the standard form, 2x square minus 5x minus 12 equal to 0. Next what we'll do is we'll multiply the coefficient of x square and the constant. So what is the coefficient of x square here, that is 2. What is the constant? Minus 12. So multiplying 2 and minus 12, what we'll get? We'll get minus 24. So that is, we'll do some rough work you can carry out. That will be not a part of your solution, that you have to work in rough only. Somewhere you can do the rough work here. I will just, after doing the rough work, I will erase it. So I will do the rough work now. Now on multiplying A and C, A and C, what we will get is 2 into minus 12, that is minus 24. So here we will do the rough work, that is minus 24. Minus 24 equal to, now we will write minus 24 of all, write as a product of two numbers. So write all possible ways, and then out of that you have to select the one in which the sum of the two numbers is minus 5. So this is only rough work. If you can think of the number, then there is no need to write all the possible conditions. For example, minus 24 we can write as minus 24 into 1. This is one possible way. Then another one is, we can write also as minus 1 into 24. This is another way of writing. Then the third way which you can write is minus 12 into minus 12 into 2 we can write, or we can write minus 2 into 12, minus 2 into 12, or we can write minus 8 into 3, minus 3 into 8, or minus 8 into 3, minus 3 into 8 we can write, or we can also write a reverse of this, is we can write it as minus 8 into 3. So minus 8 into 3. Then also we can write as minus 6 into 4 is also 24. So minus 6 into 4, minus 6 into 4, and also reverse of this is minus 4 into 6, minus 4 into 6. So these are all the possible ways we can write 24 as a factor of two numbers. Now 20 minus 24, what you have to do is, we have written all these factors, add these two factors such that the sum is minus 5. So minus 24 plus 1, what we will get is, that is minus 23. Minus 1 plus 24 is 23. But what is the middle term option? That is minus 5. Similarly, minus 2 and 12. On adding that, we will get 10. Minus 12 plus 2, we will get minus 10. Minus 3 plus 8 is 5. And minus 8 plus 3 is minus 5. Here is minus 5. And remaining, you can see minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. Minus 4 plus 6 is 2. So out of all these possible orders, the only possible way is minus 8 into 3. Because when we add minus 8 and 3, what we get? Minus 5. And when we multiply minus 8 and 3, we get minus 24. So what we'll do is, now we'll write minus 5x as minus 8x plus 3x. This is all rough work. As I told you, this is rough work, and not necessary to be shown in the answers or in the solution. Is you have to calculate orally only. So next step, which I told you, we'll write the middle term as the sum of b1 plus b2. So because we have written b as b1 plus b2, that is what we'll do here. Now writing 2x square, then minus 5x. In place of minus 5x, what we'll write? Minus 8x, minus 8x, 2x square. So this will write as minus 8x minus 8x. Then the next will be so here we have minus 8x minus 8x, then plus 3x and minus 12 equal to 0. So what we have done, we have written b as b1 plus b2. Now we'll we'll make a group of first two terms and group of third and fourth term. From first two terms, what is common? 2x is common. So we'll take out 2x common from first two terms. 2x. Remaining will be from here. 2x has been taken out common, so remaining is x. X minus, and here again from 8x 2x has been taken out common, so only remaining is 4, x minus 4. That is what we'll get. Then plus from 3x minus 12, what is common? 3. So we'll take out 3 common. Remaining will be x minus 4 equal to 0. Now here in these two terms, what is common? X minus 4. So we'll take out x minus 4 common. X minus 4, that is common, and after taking out common, what will remain here? From first term, the remaining term will be 2x, and from second term we'll get plus 3x because x minus 4 has been taken out. Now we'll close the bracket, equal to 0. Now next we'll compare both x minus 4 to 0 and 2x plus rho 3 also equal to 0. Comparing x minus 4 with 0. So x minus 4 equal to 0. So solve this one. This will give us x equal to 4. Also 2x plus 3 equal to 0. 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So this will give us 2x equal to minus 3, and this will give us x equal to minus 3 over 2, and that will be minus 3 by 2. So x equal to minus 3 by 2, that is what we'll get. So this is the solution of x. So what are the values of x? X equal to 4, and these are the zeros or the roots. X equal to 4 and x equal to minus 3 by 2. So this is known as the method of splitting the middle term or the method of factorization. Exercise 4.2, question number 1, first part we'll do. So it is like this: find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. Now you know what do you mean by factorization. This was also in class 9, splitting the middle term. So first of all, by solving questions of this type, the first important thing you have to consider is that your quadratic equation should be in standard form. So what is the standard form? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. So this is the standard form of a quadratic equation. So here we can see that the question is given to us is x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. It is already in standard form, so there is no need to do any change in this. Also, while doing any question on factorization of a quadratic equation, do check that on the right hand side there should be always 0. So 0 is here. Now next, what you have to do is, we have got here x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. Find the value of a and c. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square. So what is a here? 1. When no number is written before any variable, that means there the coefficient of that variable is always 1. So here no number is there, therefore we will write either 1, or you have to consider orally also that the coefficient of x square is 1. And what is the constant term here? Minus 10. So multiply a and c. So that is minus 1 into minus 10 is minus 10. So before we solve this further, let us do some rough work. We'll do some rough work now. So in this one, as I told you, multiply a and c, that is the coefficient of x square and constant term. So what is that? 1 into minus 10, that is minus 10 we have got. Now we'll factorize minus 10 as a product of two numbers, only two numbers, such that we get minus 10. So factorize minus 10 two numbers such that their product is minus 10. So what they can be, all possibilities you have to write down. First one we can write is minus 1 into 10, and then the next one can be minus 10 into 1. Remember that they are not the same factorization, because here the factors are minus 1 and 10, here the factors are minus 10 and 1, though the product is same but the factorization is different. Then other possibility can be, we can take minus 2 and we can take 5. Minus 2 into 5 is minus 10. Similarly, we can write minus 5 into 2. So that will also give us minus 10. And there is no other way of writing minus 10 as a product of two numbers. Next thing what you have to do is, you have to add them. Orally you can add them. Minus 1 plus 10, what you will get? That is 9. Minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9. Minus 2 plus 5 is 3. Minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. So out of all these factors, you have to take that factor whose sum is equal to, here I am writing that here, minus 5 plus 2 is how much? Minus 3 we have got, and whose sum is equal to the coefficient of the middle term. So what is the middle term here? X, and what is coefficient is minus 3. So minus 5 plus 2 is how much? Minus 3. So that is why we will write it here. So this is what we have got. Now we'll rewrite, what we'll do, we'll rewrite minus 3x as minus 5x plus 2x. So let us start writing that one. Before that, we'll delete this, because this is not a part of our solution. This is only just to help us, and this you can do orally also. There is no need to show it in the answer sheet. So now next one, as I told you, we'll rewrite this one. So this can be done as x square, then minus 3x is not, this minus 3 is to be written as minus 3. We have already got how we have multiplied 1 and minus 10 we have got, and we have factorized minus 10 in two parts, such that whose sum is minus 3, and what the numbers were there are minus 5 and 2. So we'll write x square minus 5x plus 2x and minus 10 equal to 0. Now you can see that there is no change as far as, if you add the minus 5x plus 2x, what you get is minus 3x. And also you can see that when you multiply minus 5 and 2, what you get? Minus 10. And on multiplying the constant number, that is minus 10, and the coefficient x square, we get the same value. Now before we go further, once more, that here we have taken this minus 5 as I told you, and minus 5 and 2, multiply them. Minus 5 into 2, what you will get is minus 5 into 2, that is minus 10. Also coefficient x square is 1 and the constant term is minus 10. So this one, this should be always true for any quadratic equation which are solving by factorization. This should be the condition, that when you multiply the two middle terms coefficient, it should be equal to a into c. What is a here? 1. What is the c? Minus 10. If this is not true, then your factorization will be incorrect. So now let us go further. We will take out, so from the first two terms, these are the first two terms, x square minus 5x. What are the terms? X square minus 5x are first two terms. The remaining two terms are 2x minus 10. What is common in both? you see it very carefully, you will come to know that in both first two terms, what is common? X is common. So take out x common, x. Remaining will be x minus 5 plus, here also we can take out from the remaining two terms, that is third and fourth term, 2 is common. So remaining will be x minus 5. So this is what we have got, and that equal to 0. So now here in this equation, in both the terms, x minus 5 is common. So take out x minus 5 common, x minus 5, and remaining from the first term, what will remain? X, plus from second term, what will remain? 2. So write 2 and equal to 0. Now to get the solution, here what we have to find is, we have to find the roots. Roots means solution. So we'll equate both of them equal to 0. So let us equate both of them equal to 0. One by one we'll equate. First we'll write x minus 5. X minus 5 equal to 0. So simplify this. On simplifying this, this will give us x equal to 5. Now similarly, we will solve the second part, that is we will put x plus 2 as 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. So this one solving will give us 2 will be transferred to the right hand side, and it will, sign will change, it will become minus 2. So we will get x equal to minus 2. So these are the solutions which we have got, and so this is the solution which we have got. And now so next you all will try question number 1, second part. What is the second part? 2x square plus x minus 6 equal to 0. In that also you have to do in the same way. First you can see here what we have got is 2x square plus x minus 6 equal to 0. It's already in standard form. Why? Because first term is x square, then the second term is x, and the third term is constant. And also on the right hand side we have 0. So it is satisfying all the condition which I told you. The next thing which you have to do is you have to multiply. What you will multiply? You will multiply a and c. What is a here? Here a is 2. What is a here? 2. And what is the value of c? C is minus 6. So multiply 2 and minus 6. So on multiplying 2 and minus 6, what you will get? Minus 12. So we have to multiply minus, now we have to factorize minus 12 into two factors. As we have to write minus 12 as a product of two numbers, such that on adding those two factors of minus 12 we get 1. So we try it. Here you can see that this quadratic equation is already in standard form. So 2x square plus x minus 6 equal to 0. And also I told you what rough work you have to carry out. So here what we will do is that multiply a and c. What is a here? That is coefficient of x square, that is 2. And what is the constant term here? Minus 6. Multiply 2 and minus 6. 2 into minus 6, that will give you minus 12. And you have to factorize minus 12 in such a way that on adding you get 1. So you can do rough work as I told you, but that rough work is only, it's not a fair part of the solution. So rough work. So 2 into minus 6, that will give you minus, here I am writing 2 into minus 6. So that will give you minus 12. So here again, because some students they may have difficulty in finding out that how we have got this minus 12. Again I am repeating, multiply this 2 is there, this 2 is there, and this minus 6. So the extreme ends, that is 2 and minus 6, what you will get is minus 12. Here next what you have to do is you have to factorize. You have to factorize minus 12 into two numbers such that you have to rewrite minus 12 as a factor of two numbers such that on adding them what we get 1. What is the coefficient of x? That is 1, the coefficient of the middle term. So you can as I told you, rough work only. Directly also you can think what is what to how we will write minus 12 such that you get 1. So if I think minus 12, if you write as directly I am showing you, suppose we write it as minus 3 into 4, minus 3 into 4. So what is that in that case? Minus 3 into 4. See here, minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. Also minus 3 plus 4 is 1. We could have written minus 12 as minus 4 into 3 also, but minus 4 into, see here, I will show you the other one, other case also. The other case, that is minus 4 into 3. You would have written this also, but this is not. So minus 4 into 3 is minus 12, but on adding minus 4 and 3, what you will get is minus 1, and on adding minus 3 and 4, what you will get is 1. So therefore this is correct. Also there are other ways of writing, like we can write minus 12 as minus 1 into 12, or minus 12 into 1, and minus 6 into 2, and minus 2 into 6. In no way you will get the sum as 1. So the correct way of writing is only this one, that is minus 3 and 4. So what we'll do, we'll rewrite x as minus 3x plus 4x. So this is what we'll do. So let us, this is our rough work as I told you. So we'll erase this one. So let us erase this portion, deleting it, and now rewriting this one, 2x square, 2x square, then as I told you, plus 1x, that has to be written as plus 4x minus 3x. Why? Because on multiplying 4 and minus 3 we get minus 12, and also on adding them we get 1. So the last term is minus 6, that is equal to 0. So let me explain this concept again, because it is a very important one. Here you can see that 4 into minus 3. So 4 into minus 3 is how much? Minus 12. And also on adding them, when you add them, what we get is 1. You get 1. Also 2 into minus 6 is also, this is minus 12. So the product of the extreme two numbers, that is a into c, should be equal to the product of the coefficient of these two numbers, that is two terms. So 4 into minus 3 is minus 12, and a into c, that is 2 into minus 6, also minus 12. So this factorization is, splitting is correct. So next we'll find out the common terms. So from the first two terms, first we'll take, we have to group them like this. So first two terms we'll take, then we make the group of the next two terms. So what we can do is, now from the first two terms we'll take out whatever is common. So what is common? You can see on your own, that is 2x is common. So write 2x. Remaining will be from first term, we have x as remaining portion, plus second one we have from 4x, 2x is already we have taken out, so remaining will be 2. So x plus 2 will remain. Then similarly from the third and fourth one we can take out minus 3 common. Minus 3 is common, and remaining will be here. What will remain from here? From minus 3x we have taken minus 3 common, so remaining will be x and plus, and from minus 6 we have taken minus 3 common, so remaining will be 2, because minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. It will not be minus 2, equal to 0. Now, in these two terms, what is common? X plus 2 is common. So, that will do. Take out x plus 2 common. X plus 2. And from here, what will remain is 2x. 2x minus, and from second term, what will remain is 3, equal to 0. Now, again, we'll equate both the terms here, both x plus 2 and 2x minus 3 with 0. So, let us equate them. Taking x plus 2 to find the solution, equate both of them equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. So, this one solving will give us x equal to minus 2. X equal to minus 2. And the other one also, what we are having also 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, that is equal to 0. So, this will give us 2x equal to 3, 2x equal to 3. So, this will give us, on solving it, x will divide, this 2 will divide 3. So, x will be equal to 3 by 2, x equal to 3 over 2, 3 over 2, 3 over 2. So, this is how we'll get the solution of this. X to 3 over 2 means we will get 3 by 2. So, these are the solutions of x. One is minus 2, another one is 3 by 2. So, same thing you will try for this third part. Third one also will do the same way. You can see that root 2 into here, let me give one small hint. Root 2 into 5 root 2, that will give you 5 root 2 into root 2, that is 10. And 10 we can write as 2 into 5. 2 into 5, because when we add 2 and 5, what we get? We get the middle term, that is 7. So, this one you will try on your own. Now, let me give you the hint for the fourth part. Here we are having 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. Now, here in the third term we are having 1 by 8. So, that may be somewhat problem creating. So, what you can do is, first of all, multiply both sides by 8. When you multiply both sides by 8, what you will be getting is here 8 into 2, that will become 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, what you have to do is multiply a and c. What is a here? 16, and what is c here? 1. So, 16 into 1, that will give you 16. So, that is what we will write here. 16, that is the rough work. 16 equal to, now we have to write 16 as a product of two numbers such that on adding them we get minus 8, because the middle term is minus 8x. So, its coefficient of x in middle term is minus 8. Now, whenever the middle term is negative, take both the factors of AC as negative. So, 16 is our product of A and C. So, we will take the product of 16. We will take the factors of 16 both as negative. So, that will be minus 4, and because if we know that if you multiply minus 4 and minus 4, what we will get? We will get 16, and on adding them we get minus 8. So, our factorization of 16 will be minus 4 into minus 4. You can see that this is minus 4 and this is minus 4. If you multiply them, what you will get? You will get 16, and on adding them, what you will get? Minus 8. So, this is the hint of fourth part. So, middle term you will write as 16x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. So, this is how you can do the fourth part. Then the fifth part is also very simple one. In fifth part, here we are having fifth part, 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. So, if you multiply 100 and 1, that is a and c, will get 100. And also here, as I told you, what is the middle term? Middle term is minus 20x, and what is the coefficient of x in that? Is negative. So what you will do is, you will take the factors of 100 both as negative, and we can write write 100 as 100 can be written as in negative numbers minus 10, this is minus 10 into minus 10. So this will be the hint. You can see that minus 10 into minus 10, that is 100, and adding minus 10 and minus 10, what we get? We get minus 20. So what you will do, you will write the middle term as minus 10x plus minus 10x. So this is how you can do all the parts of question number 1.